Welcome back to Drive Time. Today, we are doing something we rarely do. We are going to spend the next several hours with a single vehicle. Not because we ran out of things to film, but because this particular truck deserves every second of that time. This is the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition. And before we even whisper the words horsepower, or torque, or approach angle, I need you to understand the landscape this truck was born into. The mid-size pickup segment has never been more crowded, more competitive, or more confusing. On one side, you have the Toyota Tacoma, a legend with a cult following, but one that has now embraced turbocharging and a price tag that makes you wince. On the other, you have the Ford Ranger, a global darling that has been Americanized with a punchy EcoBoost, yet leaves some buyers longing for the simplicity of old. The Chevrolet Colorado and GMC Canyon bring class-leading towing and refined interiors, but they too have downsized their engines. The Jeep Gladiator is an off-road martyr, brilliant on rocks, but compromised on pavement and at the pump. And the Honda Ridgeline, well, it's the outlier, a unibody crossover with a bed, perfect for suburbia but rarely seen on actual trails. Walk into any showroom and the visual language is the same: big screens, smaller engine badges, and a dizzying array of option packages that make your head spin. Nissan looked at this zoo of choices and decided to do something almost contrarian. They decided to build a truck that does not chase the latest trend. A truck that does not force you to pay for extreme hardware you will never use. A truck that celebrates the naturally aspirated V6 when everyone else has abandoned it. That truck is the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition. It sits right in the middle of the Frontier lineup, above the Workhorse S and the mid-level SV, but below the hardcore Pro 4X and the street-oriented Pro X. It is the Goldilocks truck, and in a market that is increasingly polarized between basic strippers and fully loaded monsters, the Sport Edition offers a welcome middle path. Over the next several hours, we are going to dissect every nut, bolt, stitch, and pixel of this truck. We will explore its deep heritage, its exterior design philosophy, its interior ergonomics, its powertrain engineering, its on-road manners, its off-road capabilities, its technology suite, its safety systems, its competitive standing, its pricing strategy, its aftermarket support, and its long-term ownership proposition. By the time we are done, you will know more about the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition than most salespeople do. And whether you are a die-hard truck enthusiast, a weekend warrior, or someone who just appreciates honest automotive engineering, this deep dive will be worth your time. So settle in. This is the complete guide. To understand why the 2027 Frontier Sport Edition exists, we have to rewind the clock, not just a few years, but decades. Nissan's history with pickup trucks in America is as old as the brand itself. The Datsun 220 pickup arrived in the late 1950s, a tiny, utilitarian machine that introduced American buyers to the idea of a reliable, affordable import truck. Through the 1960s and 1970s, the Datsun pickup, later simply called the Nissan pickup, carved out a loyal following among farmers, contractors, and outdoor enthusiasts who valued simplicity over flash. But the real game changer arrived in 1986 with the Nissan Hardbody, the D21 generation. Why hardbody? Because its double-wall bed construction was genuinely tougher than anything else on the market. The hardbody was lean, mean, and incredibly durable. It became the default choice for fleets and off-roaders alike, and its boxy, aggressive styling is still celebrated today. In 1997, Nissan introduced the Frontier nameplate. The first-generation Frontier, 1998-2004, was a clean sheet design that brought modern styling and, crucially, the first crew cab in the compact truck segment. 4 full-size doors in a small truck. That was revolutionary at the time. It opened up the segment to families and weekend adventurers who needed passenger space without moving up to a full-sized truck. Then came the second-generation Frontier in 2005, and this is where the story gets fascinating. That generation lasted an astonishing 17 years, from 2005 to 2021. In automotive terms, that is an eternity. During that time, competitors came and went, redesigns happened left and right, but the Frontier stubbornly refused to change. And here is the kicker, that stubbornness became its superpower. Buyers flocked to the second-gen Frontier because it was proven. The 4.0-liter V6, the 5-speed automatic, the simple interior, none of it was cutting-edge, but all of it was bulletproof. The Frontier developed a reputation as the truck that just worked. It was affordable, easy to maintain, and capable enough for 90% of what owners actually did. It was not the fastest, not the most fuel-efficient, not the most luxurious, but it was the most honest. In 2022, Nissan finally gave the Frontier a long-overdue third-generation redesign. Built on an updated version of the previous frame, the new Frontier featured a completely new exterior, a thoroughly modern interior, improved suspension geometry, and most importantly, the 3.8-liter V6 that had been introduced in the final years of the previous generation became the standard engine across the lineup. That 3.8-liter was not just a carryover, it was a thoroughly engineered unit with direct injection, improved cooling, and a robust bottom end. The 2022 redesign was a critical and commercial success. Suddenly, the Frontier was no longer the budget option, it was genuinely competitive in every measurable way. The interior was quiet and comfortable, the ride was refined, the technology was modern, and the V6 provided smooth, ample power. Yet it retained that underlying durability and simplicity that had made its predecessor so beloved. Now, for 2027, Nissan is adding another layer to that success story. The Sport Edition is not a ground-up redesign, it is a carefully curated package that builds on the SV trim, borrowing visual and hardware cues from the Pro 4X without the extreme price premium. It is the answer to a question Nissan heard from countless buyers: I want the look and some capability, but I do not need the locking diff and the Bilstein shocks, can you give me that at a better price? The answer is yes. And that brings us to the present day, to a truck that respects its heritage while looking firmly toward the needs of today's buyer. Let us walk around the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition and dissect every exterior detail, because this is where the truck makes its first and most powerful impression. Starting at the front, the Sport Edition borrows heavily from the Pro 4X aesthetic. That means a black lower front fascia that replaces the body-colored or chrome unit on lesser trims. This black fascia is not just cosmetic, it is designed to resist scratches and scuffs from trail debris, so it looks good even after a weekend in the woods. Above that sits a bold, black grille. The grille surround is gloss black, while the inner mesh is a matte texture that adds depth. The Nissan emblem sits proudly in the center, flanked by a subtle, V-motion contour that gives the front end a purposeful, almost predatory stance. This is not the chrome-heavy grille of the SL or the body-colored grille of the S, this is a statement piece that says, I mean business. Flanking the grille are the headlight housings. The Frontier uses LED projector headlights with automatic high beam assist. The daytime running lights are crisp, angular LED strips that double as turn signals. These are not just for style, the light output is exceptional, with a wide, even beam that illuminates dark roads and trails with confidence. Below the headlights, you will find the LED fog lights. These are mounted low and wide, providing a broad beam that cuts through fog, rain, or dust. They are integrated into the lower bumper design, and on the Sport Edition, they come with a unique bezel that matches the black theme. And then there is the front accent lighting, a set of small LED bars mounted on the grille itself. These add a distinctive signature to the front end, especially at dusk or dawn. They are not just for show, they increase your visibility to other drivers and pedestrians, which is a genuine safety benefit. Beneath all of this is the aluminum skid plate. This is real hardware, not a plastic imitation. It extends from the front bumper under the engine bay, providing robust protection for the oil pan, transmission, and front differential. The skid plate is bolted directly to the frame, and its angled design helps the truck slide over obstacles rather than getting hung up. Moving to the side, the Sport Edition rides on unique black 17-inch off-road wheels. These are not your standard Steelies or basic alloys, they are a split-spoke design with a dark, satin finish that complements the blacked-out theme. The wheels are wrapped in two 65/70 or 17 Hankook Dynapro at 2 all-terrain tires. That translates to roughly 31.6 inches in diameter, which is a significant upgrade over the standard SV's highway-oriented rubber. The Hankook Dynapro at 2 is a well-regarded tire in the all-terrain category. It features an aggressive tread pattern with large, interlocking blocks that provide excellent grip on gravel, mud, and loose dirt. The sidewalls are reinforced to resist punctures, and the tread compound is engineered to remain flexible in cold weather while still wearing well on pavement. These are not mud-terrain tires, they are not going to roar on the highway, but they offer a genuine off-road advantage without the harsh trade-offs of more aggressive treads. The side mirrors are also finished in black, matching the grille and lower fascia. They are power adjustable, heated, and feature integrated turn signals. On the Sport Edition, they get a textured black cap that resists scratches from brush and branches. Now, let us talk about the badging. The Sport Edition gets distinctive, Sport, badges on both rear bedsides, near the taillights. These are not cheap stickers, they are three-dimensional chrome and black emblems that catch the light and add a premium touch. On the tailgate, there is a matching, Sport, badge placed symmetrically below the Nissan logo. The tailgate itself is damped, it opens smoothly and does not slam down. The bed is available in two lengths, a 5-foot bed on the crew cab and a 6-foot bed on both king cab and crew cab. The long bed is a rarity in this segment. Competitors like the Ford Ranger and Chevrolet Colorado only offer a single bed length with their crew cabs. The Frontier gives you genuine choice. Inside the bed, you get standard features like a spray-in bedliner on higher trims, optional on SV but worth the upgrade. There are also adjustable tie-down cleats that slide along C-channel rails, giving you immense flexibility for securing cargo. The tailgate also features a built-in step, a clever molded indent that makes climbing into the bed much easier. The rear bumper is a robust, black-finished unit that integrates the reverse sensors and a trailer hitch receiver. The exhaust tip is hidden behind the rear wheel, keeping the rear view clean and uncluttered. The overall effect of the Sport Edition's exterior is a truck that looks aggressive, capable, and expensive, all for a fraction of the price of a Pro 4X. It is the kind of truck that turns heads in a parking lot, yet never looks like it is trying too hard. For 2027, Nissan has expanded the color palette for the Frontier, and the Sport Edition is available in every shade. The new headliner color is Alpine Metallic, a subtle, sophisticated silver with a hint of blue undertone. In bright sunlight, it sparkles with metallic flake, in overcast conditions, it takes on a cooler, almost pearl hue. It is a grown-up color that suits the Sport Edition's refined aggression. Beyond Alpine Metallic, you have the usual suspects. Super Black is a deep, glossy pitch that makes the blacked-out trim disappear into a menacing monolith. Gun Metallic is a classic dark gray that hides dirt well and looks great with the black wheels. Brilliant Silver is a bright, reflective silver that contrasts nicely with the dark trim. Pearl White is a premium 3-coat paint that looks stunning but requires careful maintenance. For those who want to stand out, there is Red Alert, a vibrant, high-visibility red that screams, "Look at me." Baja Storm is a sandy, desert-inspired tan that echoes the truck's off-road aspirations. And of course, there is Deep Blue Pearl, a rich, navy blue metallic that looks elegant in the city and rugged on the trails. Each color is applied using Nissan's advanced water-based paint process, which reduces environmental impact while providing excellent durability and gloss retention. The clear coat is thick and UV-resistant, so your truck will look good for years to come. The steering wheel is a thick, leather-wrapped unit with yellow stitching. It has a flat bottom, a subtle nod to sportier vehicles, and features integrated audio, cruise control, and voice command buttons. The wheel tilts and telescopes, so finding a comfortable driving position is easy. The dashboard is driver-focused, with all controls angled slightly toward the driver. The material quality is impressive, the dash is covered in a soft touch material, and the door uppers are padded. Hard plastics are relegated to lower areas where they are less likely to be touched, and even those have a pleasant grain texture that does not look cheap. The storage solutions are thoughtful. There is a large center console that can swallow a tablet or a small purse. The door pockets are wide enough for large water bottles. The glove box is deep and well lit. There are also dedicated slots for smartphones, coins, and pens, the little touches that make daily use easier. Noise insulation is excellent. The Frontier uses triple door seals, acoustic glass on the front windows, and thick carpet padding to keep road and wind noise at bay. At highway speeds, the cabin is remarkably quiet, you can hold a conversation without raising your voice, and the audio system does not have to fight against intrusive noise. The centerpiece of the Frontier's dashboard is the 12.3-inch infotainment touchscreen. This is a significant step up from the base 8-inch unit, and it is standard on the SV trim that underpins the Sport Edition. The screen is crisp, with a resolution that makes maps and text easy to read. The interface is Nissan's latest generation, which is intuitive and responsive. There is virtually no lag when swiping between menus or zooming in on navigation maps. The home screen is customizable, so you can arrange your favorite functions, audio, navigation, climate, phone, in the order you prefer. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. The connection is seamless, as soon as you start the truck, your phone pairs automatically, and your apps appear on the screen. You can use Apple Maps, Google Maps, Spotify, WhatsApp, and a host of other apps without ever taking your phone out of your pocket. The integration is deep, you can use voice commands via Siri or Google Assistant to send messages, make calls, or change music. The navigation system, if you opt for the built-in unit, is powered by real-time traffic data. It can suggest alternative routes to avoid congestion, and it includes off-road mapping for those who venture beyond the pavement. The maps are stored on board, so you do not need a data connection to use them in remote areas. Audio is handled by a 6-speaker system as standard, but the Sport Edition can be optioned with a premium Fender audio system. The Fender setup includes 10 speakers, a subwoofer, and a dedicated amplifier. The sound quality is exceptional, crisp highs, rich mids, and deep, punchy bass. Whether you are listening to classic rock, hip-hop, or podcasts, the Fender system delivers a concert hall experience. The instrument cluster is a 7.0-inch digital display. It is not a full-screen configurable cluster like some luxury vehicles, but it provides crisp, clear graphics for speed, tachometer, fuel level, engine temperature, and trip information. You can cycle through various menus using steering wheel controls, including a dedicated off-road screen that displays pitch, roll, and steering angle. The Qi 2 wireless charging pad is a welcome upgrade for 2027. Unlike the previous Qi standard, Qi 2 uses magnetic alignment to keep your phone perfectly positioned, so it does not slide off and stop charging. It also includes an integrated cooling fan to prevent your phone from overheating during long charging sessions. The charging speed is faster, up to 15 watts, which is enough to power even the most power-hungry smartphones. USB ports are abundant, there are 2 USB-A and 2 USB-C ports in the front, and 2 more USB-C ports in the rear for back seat passengers. There is also a 12-volt power outlet and a 120-volt AC inverter, on select configurations, that can power small appliances or charge laptops. The voice recognition system is improved for 2027. You can say, "Hey Nissan," and give commands like, "Turn on the heated seats," "Navigate to the nearest gas station," or "Set the temperature to 72 degrees. The system understands natural language, so you do not have to memorize specific commands. Overall, the technology suite in the Frontier Sport Edition strikes the right balance. It is modern and capable, but it does not overwhelm you with complexity. The physical buttons for climate control remain, and the touchscreen is large enough to be useful without being a distraction. Now, let us lift the bonnet and explore the heart of the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition, the 3.8-liter naturally aspirated V6. This engine, codenamed VQ38DD, is part of Nissan's legendary VQ family, an engine lineage that has powered everything from Maximas to 350zs. But this is not your grandfather's VQ. The 3.8-liter version features direct injection, which precisely meters fuel into each cylinder for improved efficiency and power. The compression ratio is 11.1 to 1, which is high for a truck engine, but the engine management system is sophisticated enough to run on regular unleaded fuel without knocking. The output is 310 horsepower at 6,400 revolutions per minute and 281 pounds-feet of torque at 4,400 revolutions per minute. That is a broad, usable power band. Peak torque arrives at a relatively low RPM, and it holds steady across a wide rev range. This means you do not have to rev the engine to the moon to get it moving. Power is available right from the bottom of the tachometer. Now, why does this matter in a world of turbocharged 4 cylinders? Because the V6 delivers power differently. A Turbo 4, like the one in the Ford Ranger or Toyota Tacoma, produces peak torque very low in the rev range, but it also suffers from turbo lag. You press the accelerator, there is a brief pause while the turbo spools up, and then the power hits you in a surge. That surge can be fun on the street, but it is less predictable off-road. The naturally aspirated V6, by contrast, is linear. You press the pedal, and the power builds smoothly and predictably. This is invaluable when you are crawling over rocks or navigating slippery mud. You can feather the throttle with precision, and the engine responds exactly as you expect. There is no sudden boost of power to break traction, no delayed response that makes you lurch. There is also the matter of reliability. A naturally aspirated V6 has fewer components than a turbocharged engine, no turbochargers, no wastegates, no intercoolers, no complex boost piping. Fewer components mean fewer things to go wrong. Nissan has tested the VQ38DD extensively. It has been run at full throttle for thousands of hours, subjected to extreme temperature cycling, and driven over the roughest terrain imaginable. It is an engine built to last. The engine is built at Nissan's Detroit, Tennessee engine plant, a facility that has been producing V6 engines for Nissan for decades. The assembly process is highly automated, with robotic systems ensuring precise tolerances. Each engine is hot tested before it leaves the factory, meaning it is run and checked for leaks, vibrations, and proper power output. The fuel system is a sophisticated direct injection setup with high-pressure injectors that deliver fuel at up to 2,900 psi. This allows for precise combustion control, which improves fuel efficiency and reduces emissions. The engine also features variable valve timing on both intake and exhaust camshafts, optimizing power and efficiency across the entire rev range. Cooling is handled by a high-capacity radiator and an electric cooling fan that only runs when needed, reducing parasitic drag on the engine. The oil cooler is integrated into the engine block, ensuring consistent oil temperatures even under heavy load. The engine is paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission, a unit that has been refined over several years of production. The 9-speed is a significant upgrade over the old 5-speed, with a wider gear spread that provides better acceleration, towing, and fuel economy. First gear is short and punchy, getting the truck moving with authority. Second through fourth gears are closely spaced for responsive acceleration around town. Fifth through seventh are taller for highway cruising, and eighth and ninth are overdrive gears that drop engine RPM at high speeds. You will be turning just 1,600 revolutions per minute at 60 miles per hour, which is excellent for fuel economy and noise reduction. The transmission control unit is smart. It learns your driving style and adapts shift points accordingly. If you are gentle on the accelerator, it upshifts early for efficiency. If you are aggressive, it holds gears longer for responsive power. In sport mode, the transmission becomes even more aggressive. It holds gears to higher RPM, downshifts more eagerly, and provides a more engaging driving experience. There is also a manual shift mode, allowing you to select gears using the shift lever or the paddle shifters, if equipped. This is particularly useful when towing or descending steep grades. You can hold a lower gear for engine braking, reducing wear on your brake pads. The drivetrain is available in rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. The 4WD system is a part-time unit with a 2-speed transfer case, a proper low range for serious off-road work. In 4WD Low, the gearing is reduced by a factor of 2.7:1, multiplying torque at the wheels for crawling over obstacles. The system is engaged via a rotary dial on the center console, with settings for 2WD, 4WD high, 4WD low, and auto, which automatically engages 4WD when slip is detected. The front and rear differentials are robust units designed for abuse. The axle ratios are 3.69:1, providing a good balance between acceleration and cruising efficiency. The rear axle is a solid live axle, a design that is heavier and less sophisticated than independent rear suspension, but one that is virtually indestructible and offers better articulation for off-road use. Now, let us discuss what it actually feels like to drive the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition on paved roads. The first thing you notice is the ride quality. Body-on-frame trucks have historically been bouncy and unsettled on pavement, but the Frontier's suspension tuning is a revelation. The front suspension uses double wishbones with coil springs, a design that provides excellent wheel control and reduces body roll. The rear uses a multi-leaf spring setup with live axle, which is traditional for trucks, but the spring rates and damper tuning have been carefully calibrated to soak up bumps without feeling floaty. On smooth highways, the Frontier glides along with minimal vertical movement. There is a slight, pleasant float, a characteristic that makes long road trips relaxing rather than tiring. On rough city streets, the suspension absorbs potholes and expansion joints with a muted thud. You feel the impact, but it is well damped and does not reverberate through the chassis. The steering is electric power assisted, which is a departure from the hydraulic systems of old. The weighting is nicely judged, it is light enough for easy maneuvering in parking lots, yet weights up naturally at speed for a stable, planted feel. There is a small amount of on-center deadness, which is typical for trucks, but it is not excessive. The steering provides enough feedback to sense what the front wheels are doing, without transmitting every road imperfection. The brakes are 4-wheel discs with ventilated rotors, 12.6 inches in the front and 12.1 inches in the rear. The pedal feel is firm and progressive, with good initial bite. Stopping distances are competitive for the class. The Frontier can halt from 60 miles per hour in about 130 feet, which is impressive for a 4,500-pound truck. The brake system also includes ABS, electronic brake force distribution, and brake assist, all of which work seamlessly in emergency stops. The Frontier's turning circle is a tight 41.6 feet, which is excellent for a mid-sized truck. This makes U-turns and parking maneuvers much easier than in larger trucks. You can whip into a tight parking spot without multiple corrections. Noise, vibration, and harshness, NVH, are well controlled. As mentioned earlier, the cabin is quiet at highway speeds, wind noise is minimal thanks to the aerodynamic shaping of the mirrors and pillars, and tire noise is subdued despite the all-terrain tread. The engine is barely audible at cruising RPM, but it produces a pleasant, throaty growl when you accelerate, a sound that reminds you there is a V6 under the bonnet, not a soulless 4-cylinder. Acceleration from a standstill is brisk. 0-60 miles per hour is estimated at around 7.5 seconds, which is competitive with the Ranger and Tacoma. The 9-speed transmission fires off quick, seamless shifts, and the engine pulls strongly all the way to the red line. Passing on 2-lane highways is effortless. You floor the accelerator, the transmission kicks down 2 gears, and the Frontier surges forward with confidence. The sport mode transforms the truck's personality. The throttle becomes more responsive, a light touch produces a sharper response. The transmission holds gears longer, keeping the engine in its power band for more immediate acceleration. The steering also becomes heavier, providing a more direct feel. It is not a sports car, but it is genuinely enjoyable to drive in a spirited manner. Fuel economy is what you would expect from a naturally aspirated V6, around 18 miles per gallon city and 24 miles per gallon highway for the 4x2, and slightly less for the 4x4. These figures are not class-leading, the diesel Colorado and the turbo Rangers can do better, but they are perfectly acceptable for a truck of this size and capability. The fuel tank holds a generous 21.1 gallons, providing a highway range of over 500 miles, ideal for long road trips without frequent fuel stops. Now, we move to the terrain where the Sport Edition earns its stripes, off the pavement. The philosophy behind the Sport Edition is simple: give buyers the hardware they actually need for weekend adventures, without the extreme equipment that adds cost and complexity. It is not a Pro 4X, it does not have Bilstein shocks, an electronic locking rear differential, or an advanced off-road traction management system. But it does have everything most owners will ever use. Let us break down the off-road hardware. First, the tires, the Hankook Dynapro at 2. These are all-terrain tires with a tread wear rating of 660, meaning they are designed to last a long time even with frequent off-road use. The tread pattern features large, staggered blocks with wide evacuation channels that clear mud and snow effectively. The sidewalls are reinforced with a 2-ply polyester construction that resists punctures from sharp rocks. On gravel roads, the tires provide excellent grip. You can corner with confidence without the rear end stepping out. Second, the aluminium skid plate. This is not a token gesture, it is a thick, stamped plate that protects the engine oil pan, transmission, and front differential from impact. On rocky trails, it is the difference between a harmless scrape and a punctured oil pan. The skid plate also has a slight lip that helps the truck slide over obstacles rather than getting hung up. Third, the LED fog lights and front accent lights. These are positioned low to illuminate the immediate ground in front of the truck, perfect for spotting potholes, rocks, or other hazards in low visibility conditions. The fog lights produce a wide, flat beam that cuts through dust and mist, while the accent lights add a signature look that also improves your visibility to others. Fourth, the driving modes, sand, mud, and rock. These are not just gimmicks, they actually change the behavior of the transmission and throttle to optimize performance for each surface. In sand mode, the transmission holds gears longer to keep the engine in the power band, reducing the risk of bogging down in soft sand. The throttle response is sharpened for quick power delivery when you need to maintain momentum. The traction control system allows more will slip, which is necessary in sand. Too much traction control and you will dig yourself into a hole. In mud mode, the throttle response is softened to prevent wheel spin. If you spin the tires in mud, you just dig deeper. The transmission is programmed to upshift early to keep the tires turning slowly and steadily. The traction control intervenes more aggressively to prevent excessive slip, but it still allows enough movement to clear the treads. In rock mode, the transmission holds lower gears to provide maximum torque at low speeds. The throttle is very smooth, a light press produces a tiny amount of power, allowing you to creep over rocks with surgical precision. The traction control system is optimized for crawling, allowing the tires to rotate independently to find grip. Beyond these modes, the Frontier has solid off-road geometry. The approach angle is 32.3 degrees, the departure angle is 24.2 degrees, and the breakover angle is 21.7 degrees. These are not class-leading, the Jeep Gladiator is better, but they are more than sufficient for Forest Service roads, beach access, and moderate rock crawling. The ground clearance is 9.4 inches, which is enough to clear most obstacles you will encounter on typical trails. The water fording depth is 23.6 inches, that is the depth at which the truck can safely traverse water without damaging the engine or electronics. The air intake is positioned high in the engine bay, and the electrical connectors are waterproofed. The suspension travel is generous. The front suspension provides about 8 inches of wheel travel, while the rear provides about 10 inches. This allows the wheels to follow uneven terrain, keeping them in contact with the ground for maximum traction. The chassis is rigid, the frame uses fully boxed sections that resist twisting, so the suspension can do its job without the chassis flexing and causing bind. On a typical off-road trail, say, a rocky fire road or a muddy logging track, the Frontier Sport Edition feels composed and confident. The tires grip well, the suspension absorbs bumps without jarring, and the drivetrain delivers power smoothly. You can tackle moderate inclines and descents without breaking a sweat. The hill descent control system, standard on 4WD models, maintains a steady speed on steep declines, so you do not have to ride the brakes. Is it as capable as a Pro 4X? No. The Pro 4X's Bilstein shocks are better at dampening high-speed off-road bumps, and the locking rear differential provides superior traction when one wheel is off the ground. But the Sport Edition can still handle 80% of the trails that 80% of buyers will ever attempt. And it does so at a significantly lower price. For the weekend warrior, the person who goes camping, kayaking, or mountain biking every other weekend, the Sport Edition is more than enough. It will get you to the trailhead, carry your gear, and bring you home safely, all while looking great and not breaking the bank. Let us talk numbers, because trucks are defined by what they can carry and pull. The 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition has a maximum towing capacity of 7,150 pounds when properly equipped. That means a 4x4 crew cab with the 5-foot bed, with the towing package that includes a Class 4 hitch, 7-pin wiring, and an integrated trailer brake controller. What does 7,150 pounds look like in the real world? It is enough to tow a 20-foot fishing boat with a trailer, a small to medium travel trailer, up to about 25 feet, a car trailer with a compact car on it, a utility trailer loaded with landscaping equipment or building materials, 2 personal watercraft on a tandem trailer, a horse trailer with 1 or 2 horses, depending on their weight. The tongue weight capacity is 715 pounds, that is the downward force the trailer exerts on the hitch. This is important because exceeding tongue weight can overload the rear axle and affect steering and braking. The Frontier's rear suspension is robust enough to handle the tongue weight without sagging excessively, but you should always load your trailer correctly, put about 10–15% of the trailer's weight on the tongue. The payload capacity is up to 1,590 pounds, that is the combined weight of passengers, cargo in the cab, and cargo in the bed. For a crew cab, that means you can carry 4 adults, at about 200 pounds each, plus 790 pounds of gear in the bed. That is enough for a weekend's worth of camping gear, coolers, firewood, and a dirt bike. The bed itself is built to last. It features a steel floor with integrated ridges for strength. The spray-in bed liner, optional but recommended, protects against scratches and corrosion. The adjustable tie-down cleats slide along rails, so you can position them exactly where you need them for your cargo. The tailgate is damped and can support up to 400 pounds of static load. You can sit on it without worrying about bending it. The Frontier also includes a trailer sway control system. This uses the vehicle's stability control sensors to detect if the trailer is starting to sway, and it applies gentle braking to individual wheels to counteract the sway. This is a lifesaver on highways when crosswinds or passing trucks cause the trailer to oscillate. The tow haul mode is available. It adjusts the transmission shift points to hold gears longer when towing, reducing the frequency of shifts and keeping the engine in the power band. It also enables engine braking on descents, using the engine to slow the truck and trailer rather than relying solely on the brakes. Safety is paramount, and the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition is equipped with a comprehensive suite of advanced driver assistance systems, collectively known as Nissan Safety Shield 360. This suite includes automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection. This system uses a forward-facing camera and radar to detect vehicles and pedestrians in front of the truck. If it senses an imminent collision and you do not brake in time, it applies full braking force to mitigate or avoid the impact. The system works at speeds up to 60 miles per hour. Rear automatic braking. When you are reversing, this system detects obstacles behind the truck, including vehicles, walls, and pedestrians. If you fail to stop, it applies the brakes automatically to prevent a collision. It is particularly useful in crowded parking lots or when backing out of a driveway. Blind spot warning. This system monitors the areas alongside the truck that are not visible in the mirrors. If a vehicle enters your blind spot, an indicator light illuminates on the side mirror. If you activate your turn signal while a vehicle is in your blind spot, a warning chime sounds. Rear cross traffic alert. When reversing out of a parking space, this system detects vehicles approaching from the sides. It alerts you with visual and audible warnings to prevent collisions. Lane departure warning. This system monitors lane markings and alerts you if you begin to drift out of your lane without signaling. The alert is a visual warning on the instrument cluster and an audible chime. It is a gentle reminder to stay centered. High beam assist. This system automatically switches between high and low beams based on oncoming traffic and ambient lighting. It ensures you have maximum visibility without dazzling other drivers. Intelligent driver alertness. This monitors your steering inputs for signs of drowsiness or inattention. If it detects that you are becoming fatigued, it displays a coffee cup icon and an audible alert to suggest taking a break. The Frontier also features a high-strength steel body structure that provides excellent crash protection. The frame is designed to deform in a controlled manner during a collision, absorbing energy and directing it away from the passenger cabin. The cabin is surrounded by reinforced pillars and side impact beams. The airbag system includes dual front airbags, front-side airbags, and side curtain airbags that cover both rows of seats. The front seats have load-limiting seatbelts with pretensioners that tighten during a collision to secure you in place. The rear-view camera is standard, with dynamic guidelines that turn as you steer, helping you navigate into parking spaces. The surround view camera system, available on higher trims, provides a bird's-eye view of the truck, making parking and off-road maneuvering much easier. To truly understand the value of the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition, we must compare it to its rivals. Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. The Tacoma is the segment sales leader, with a legendary reputation for reliability. However, the current Tacoma has moved to a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine producing 278 horsepower. While the power is similar, the Turbo 4 has noticeable lag and a buzzy character that some find less refined than the Frontier's V6. The Tacoma's interior is also smaller and more cramped, especially in the rear. Prices for a comparably equipped Tacoma TRD Sport are significantly higher, often $3,000 $5,000 more than the Frontier Sport Edition. Ford Ranger Lariat Tremor. The Ranger is a global platform with a 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder producing 270 horsepower. It is quick and handles well, but the 4-cylinder sounds strained under hard acceleration. The interior quality is good, but the rear seat is tight, and the bed is limited to a single length, 5 feet, on the crew cab. The Tremor off-road package adds good hardware, but the price climbs quickly. The Frontier Sport Edition offers a more spacious cabin, a smoother engine, and a lower price. Chevrolet Colorado Z71. The Colorado's 2.7-liter Turbo 4 produces 310 horsepower, exactly matching the Frontier, but it achieves that with a smaller displacement. The Colorado has class-leading towing, 7,700 pounds, and a very refined interior. However, the Colorado's Turbo 4 has a peaky torque curve that can be abrupt off-road. The Frontier's naturally aspirated V6 is more predictable. The Colorado Z71 is priced similarly to the Frontier Sport Edition, but the Frontier offers a longer bed option and a more distinctive exterior. GMC Canyonette 4. The Canyon is the Colorado's upscale twin, with a nicer interior and more premium features. But it also comes with a premium price, often $5,000 more than the Frontier Sport Edition for comparable equipment. The Canyon's Turbo 4 has the same characteristics as the Colorado's. The Frontier Sport Edition offers better value and a more straightforward, honest character. Jeep Gladiator Sport S. The Gladiator is the off-road king, with solid axles, incredible articulation, and available lockers. But it is loud on the highway, handles poorly, and has a cavernous but cheap interior. The Gladiator's price is significantly higher, and fuel economy is abysmal. The Frontier Sport Edition is a far better daily driver and offers 80% of the off-road capability at a fraction of the cost. Honda Ridgeline RTL. The Ridgeline is a unibody crossover with a car-like ride and a trunk in the bed. It is comfortable, quiet, and practical. But it lacks low-range gearing and has limited ground clearance. It is not a serious off-roader. The Frontier Sport Edition is for buyers who want a genuine truck, while the Ridgeline is for those who want a car with a bed. In summary, the Frontier Sport Edition competes strongly on price, engine character, cabin space, and body style flexibility. It may not lead in any single metric, but it offers the most balanced package, and that is its strength. Let us talk about money, because this is where the Frontier Sport Edition truly shines. The base 2027 Nissan Frontier S King Cab 4x2 starts at $32,490. That is the entry point, a basic but capable work truck with a V6 and automatic transmission. The SV trim, which is the foundation for the Sport Edition, starts at around $36,000. It adds the 12.3-inch screen, upgraded wheels, and a host of convenience features. The Sport Edition package is available on the SV for just $990. That adds 17-inch black off-road wheels, Hankook Dynapro all-terrain tires, aluminum skid plate, LED fog lights, front accent lighting, black grille and lower fascia, black mirrors, sport bedside and tailgate badging, yellow interior accent stitching and trim, sand, mud, and rock driving modes. That is an incredible list of upgrades for under $1,000. If you were to buy those parts aftermarket, you would spend at least $2,500, and they would not have the factory warranty or integration. A fully loaded 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition with 4WD, crew cab, 5-foot bed, and premium packages, Fender audio, moonroof, surround view camera, will come in at around $42,000, $43,000. Compare that to a similarly equipped Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport 4WD, which often pushes $46,000, $48,000. Or a Ford Ranger Lariat Tremor at $45,000. Or a Chevrolet Colorado Z71 at $44,000. The Frontier Sport Edition is thousands of dollars less expensive, yet it offers comparable or superior equipment. There is also the long-term cost of ownership. The naturally aspirated V6 is simpler and has fewer expensive components to fail, no turbos, no intercoolers, no complex boost management. Regular maintenance, oil changes, air filters, spark plugs, is straightforward and affordable. The 9-speed transmission is robust and has a proven track record. Depreciation is worth considering. The Toyota Tacoma holds its value exceptionally well, but the Frontier is no slouch. It retains about 55–60% of its value after 5 years, which is competitive. The Sport Edition's distinctive styling may even help it hold value better than a base SV. Insurance costs are reasonable, the Frontier is not a high-theft vehicle, and its safety ratings are excellent. Overall, the 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition offers exceptional value. It gives you a truck that looks and performs like a much more expensive vehicle, without the painful price tag. One of the most exciting aspects of Frontier ownership is the robust aftermarket support, particularly from Nissan's own Nismo division. Nismo, Nissan Motorsports International, has been developing performance and off-road parts for Nissan vehicles for decades. And the Frontier has become one of the most popular platforms for Nismo accessories. According to Nissan, Frontier owners are increasingly modifying their trucks with Nismo parts. The Frontier Lift Kit reportedly became Nissan's best-selling Nismo accessory in the previous fiscal year. It outsold every other Nismo part across all vehicle lines. The Lift Kit raises the Frontier by about 2 inches, providing additional ground clearance for serious off-roading. It includes custom-tuned springs and dampers that maintain ride quality while increasing suspension travel. The Nismo Axis wheels are the second best-selling Nismo accessory. These are lightweight, forged aluminum wheels with a unique design that reduces unsprung weight and improves steering response. They are available in 17-inch and 18-inch sizes, with a variety of finishes. Other Nismo parts include high-performance brake pads and rotors, Catback exhaust systems with a sporty tone. Cold air intake systems for increased horsepower. Skid plates for the transfer case and rear differential. Rock sliders to protect the rocker panels. Bed racks and roof racks for carrying gear. Interior trim kits with Nismo branding. The Sport Edition is an ideal starting point for Nismo upgrades. Because it already has the skid plate, all-terrain tires, and aggressive styling, adding Nismo wheels or a lift kit transforms it into a true trail machine. The aftermarket ecosystem extends beyond Nismo. Companies like ARB, Old Man Emu, Icon Vehicle Dynamics, and SPC offer suspension components. Light bars, winch bumpers, and snorkels are available from brands like ARB, Smittybilt, and Rugged Ridge. The Frontier shares its platform with the previous generation in some areas, so many existing parts are compatible. This aftermarket support gives Frontier owners the ability to truly personalize their trucks, whether they want a subtle overlander, a desert pre-runner, or a hardcore rock crawler. The 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition is assembled at Nissan's Canton, Mississippi assembly plant, a facility that has been producing trucks and SUVs for Nissan since 2003. The Canton plant is one of the most advanced automotive manufacturing facilities in North America. It covers over 4.7 million square feet and employs over 6,000 workers. The plant uses a combination of highly automated robotic systems and skilled human assemblers. The frame manufacturing begins with large steel coils that are stamped into rails and crossmembers. These are then welded together using robotic welding arms that apply precise, consistent welds. The frame is then cleaned, primed, and painted with a corrosion-resistant coating. The engine is built at Nissan's Detroit, Tennessee engine plant. That facility produces engines for multiple Nissan and Infiniti models. The VQ38DD is assembled in a clean room environment, with stringent quality checks at every stage. Each cylinder head is flow tested to ensure it flows the correct amount of air. Each piston and connecting rod is weighed and matched for balance. The crankshaft is machined to tolerances of less than 1/1000th of an inch. The body panels are stamped at Nissan stamping facilities and then transported to Canton. The panels are welded together using a combination of spot welding, laser welding, and adhesives. The body in white is then dipped in an anti-corrosion bath, primed, and painted in a state-of-the-art paint shop. The final assembly line is where everything comes together. The powertrain is married to the frame, the suspension and brakes are installed, the body is lowered onto the frame, and all the electrical and plumbing connections are made. The interior is assembled with precision, seats, dashboard, and trim are fitted by teams of workers who follow strict quality guidelines. Every truck is subjected to a comprehensive quality control process. This includes a water leak test. The truck is sprayed with high-pressure water to ensure the seals are perfect. A dynamic test. The truck is driven on a roller rig to test the engine, transmission, brakes, and steering. An alignment check. The suspension and steering are checked to ensure they are within specifications. A paint quality inspection. The paint is checked for flaws, and any imperfections are corrected. The Frontier has a reputation for durability, and that is a direct result of Nissan's manufacturing excellence and rigorous quality control. Owning a 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition is straightforward and affordable. The recommended maintenance schedule is oil and filter change every 5,000 miles or 6 months. Tire rotation every 5,000 miles. Air filter replacement every 15,000 miles. Brake fluid replacement every 30,000 miles. Transmission fluid service every 60,000 miles. Coolant replacement every 60,000 miles. Spark plug replacement every 105,000 miles. The V6 engine uses 5W30 synthetic oil, about 6 quarts per change. The oil filter is standard and easy to access. Many owners choose to do their own oil changes, saving money and time. The 9-speed transmission is sealed and requires a specific type of fluid. It is recommended to have this service performed by a dealer or a qualified transmission specialist. The brakes are reliable and long-lasting. Front pads typically last 30,000–40,000 miles, while rear pads last 40,000–50,000 miles. The rotors are robust and rarely require replacement. The tires, Hankook Dynapro at 2, have a tread wear rating of 660, which is excellent. You can expect them to last 50,000–60,000 miles with regular rotation and proper inflation. The paint and body are well protected against corrosion, the body panels are galvanized, and the frame is coated with anti-corrosion wax. However, it is still advisable to wash the truck regularly, especially in winter when salt is on the roads. The warranty is competitive. Bumper to bumper, 3 years or 36,000 miles. Powertrain, 5 years or 60,000 miles. Rust perforation, 5 years per unlimited miles. Roadside assistance, 3 years per unlimited miles. Nissan also offers extended warranty plans for those who want additional peace of mind. Parts availability is excellent. The Frontier is a volume vehicle, and most parts are readily available from dealers and aftermarket suppliers. The engine and transmission are proven, and there is a wealth of online information and owner forums for DIY repairs. In terms of reliability, the third-generation Frontier has been very solid. There are no widespread reports of major issues. The engine is robust, the transmission is well sorted, and the electronics are reliable. It is a truck that is built to last. As we wrap up this massive deep dive, let us revisit the question we asked at the beginning: why does off-road readiness have to be so expensive? The 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition is Nissan's answer. It is a truck that gives you the look, the hardware, and the capability you actually need, without forcing you to pay for extreme equipment you will never fully use. It is a truck that embraces the naturally aspirated V6 when everyone else has gone turbo, delivering smooth, predictable power that is a joy to drive on and off the road. It is a truck with a distinctive, aggressive exterior that turns heads, and an interior with personality that makes every drive more enjoyable. It is a truck that offers genuine off-road capability, enough for forest roads, beach runs, and camping trips, at a price that makes sense for the average buyer. It is a truck that is built with care in the United States, using engines built in the United States. It is not the most powerful truck. It is not the most luxurious. It is not the most advanced. But it might be the most sensible. And in a market that increasingly pushes buyers toward expensive, complicated, over-equipped machines, sensible is refreshing. The 2027 Nissan Frontier Sport Edition is for the person who wants a truck that works. For the person who values simplicity, reliability, and honest engineering. For the person who wants to spend more time enjoying their truck and less time paying for it. It is not trying to be everything to everyone. It is just trying to be a good truck at a fair price. And in that, it succeeds completely. Thank you for spending this time with us on Drive Time. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We have a lot more content coming your way. And as always, keep driving.